Hello, this is David from CarDoc Cornwall. I'm sorry it's been such a long time since my last video, but I hope to do some more for you in the near future. Today we have a Nissan Micra with a very nasty dent in the passenger side front wing. As you can see, the dent is quite complex, so I'm going to first of all remove as much of it as possible with paintless dent removal techniques. But it does need painting because the edge of the door was catching on it and the paint has been damaged on both the wing and the door. I'm now easing the dent out and trying to get some of the shape back into the panel, but these panels are very flimsy and they don't always react very well, so I'm using a slide hammer to get the alignment with the edge of the panel to the door. I'm pushing out the low areas and tapping down the high areas to get the panel as level as possible in preparation for filling. I'm now using a small sander to remove the paint ready for filling. A bit more fine tuning of the panel and then we'll get the filler on. In this particular job I ended up having to use several attempts at the filling because I kept finding areas that I really wasn't happy with. Most of the fillers actually rubbed off because the dents were in the main removed, but getting the panel absolutely level, just for some reason this one seemed to give me some trouble. So applying filler and then sanding back, checking for any highs or lows, correcting it, applying more filler, just backwards and forwards until it's looking right, because if this stage isn't done correctly, it's never going to work. This is the final layer of filler, which is the finishing, very fine filler. And I also marked out to make sure the arch line was correct. Now the preparation for painting started, so the panel's being keyed with a 1000 grit abrasive pad, and then clean, clean, clean. Plenty of cleaning. Now I've started masking up, ready to start the priming process. First job is to prime the filler so that the paint will adhere properly. I'm making sure that the areas under the car are covered so that no dirt flies up from inside there. I was going to take the mirror off, but it turned out to be one that involved taking the door apart, so I decided to mask it up instead. Now I can put the plastic masking film on, which protects the rest of the car from any overspray. You can see a little area just beside the mirror where it goes up into the door. That area is going to be used to perform a lacquer blend, which will be completely invisible. A bit more cleaning and then a light coat of etch primer, which helps to preserve any bare metal. This is the first of 3 coats of high build primer, so that after sanding the surface finish will be as good as possible. Once dry, I apply a powdered material which helps to highlight any defects in the finish. Then I can sand it down ready for paint. And I can't help myself, I've just got to keep cleaning. Now we're ready for the first coat of colour, and there's the air blower to dry the paint. It's a water-based paint and will take 3 or 4 coats to cover. The last coat to go on is called the drop coat or effect coat. This ensures that the metallic particles are sitting correctly on the surface. Once dry, we're ready for the first coat of lacquer, followed by a second heavier coat which ensures a good shine. Lacquer's dried with infrared lamps, and it takes about 20 minutes to half an hour, and then I can start the polishing process. Firstly, I sand down the surface with a light abrasive just to take away any surface imperfections and reduce the orange peel a little. Then it's polished with this green pad. I like to use 3M products, and this is the heavy duty compound which prepares the surface ready for good polishing. The green pad leaves some polishing marks behind, so we then go over it all over again with the yellow pad, which gives a very fine finish. Just needs to be buffed up and the car's ready to go. Finally, remove all the last of the masking and reinstall the liner, the handle and the little indicator light. That's all for now. The car's on its way out. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to be producing some more videos for you very, very soon.